When people struggle to communicate, misunderstandings can easily spiral out of control. Every little disagreement can feel like a fierce battle, leaving them feeling cornered and defensive rather than open and engaged. In these moments, every differing opinion is misinterpreted as a personal attack. Instead of listening and trying to understand the other person's viewpoint, the instinct is to fight back, to win the argument, and this often leads to strained relationships. A conversation, when approached as a competition, turns into a territory war, where one person's views must triumph over another's. This mindset can be exhausting and damaging, for while one emerges from such an exchange with a sense of victory, it often comes at the cost of meaningful connection. Instead of fostering bonds and understanding, these fiery exchanges scorch the ground of friendship and trust. Communication is, at its heart, about connection. It's an opportunity to share thoughts, feelings, and experiences to enrich each other's lives. When disagreements arise, they don't have to be seen as threats. Rather, they can be moments of growth and insight. True communication invites collaboration instead of conflict. It's about sharing perspectives, where both parties can leave with a better understanding of one another. When a disagreement begins, the instinct for many is to defend their stance fiercely. This immediate reaction can cloud judgment and stifle the possibility of fruitful dialogue. Real listening is often seen as passive, but in reality, it requires courage and effort. To really listen means to set aside one's own agenda, to quiet the internal monologue that urges for a rebuttal, and to focus completely on the other person's words. This approach creates a safe space where conversations can evolve naturally. Instead of turning to defensive walls, embracing open dialogue invites curiosity. It transforms discussions from rigid stances into opportunities to uncover novel ideas and viewpoints. When disagreements arise, asking questions and seeking to understand the underlying feelings can unravel the tension. Engaging thoughtfully not only enriches the conversation but also showcases respect for the other person's perspectives. Choosing understanding over defensiveness means surrendering the need to be right all the time. Letting go of that battle allows individuals to build meaningful connections. It is a shift from ego to empathy, and such a transition can be liberating. Mistakes and differences become stepping stones towards growth rather than barriers that must be overcome. People often forget that relationships are built on trust and respect, nurtured through understanding and acceptance. Every argument lost in pursuit of winning chips away at this foundation. Over time, these conflicts stack up, and the opportunity for connection gradually diminishes. As arguments turn into patterns, these once close relationships may fade away, leaving behind a lingering feeling of isolation. Imagine a world where conversations flow freely without the heavy weight of competition. Picture the power of being able to express a dissenting opinion without the fear of igniting a firestorm. When disagreements are approached as an exchange of ideas rather than a struggle for dominance, emotional barriers begin to dissolve, fostering a place where empathy thrives. Learning to communicate effectively is akin to practicing a craft. It requires patience and dedication. It is important to recognize that communication is an art, one that is performed with intent and grace. By taking a moment to breathe, reassessing the narrative of strife, individuals can shift their approach. In this mindful space, disagreements become opportunities to reflect and discuss rather than duels to the death. Drawing from a well of patience, individuals can make the conscious choice to listen deeply. This not only enriches their own understanding, but also encourages others to share openly. By fostering open dialogues, relationships can flourish and transform into interconnections woven from respect and appreciation. As time unfurls, the choice remains in everyone's hands: to engage in the push and pull of argumentation, or to spark enlightening conversations that build bridges of understanding. It is through this deeper communication that people can navigate the often murky waters of disagreement without drowning in conflict. In a world where empathy reigns, there is no need for battles, only the pursuit of connection. Through practice and commitment, every disagreement can evolve into a conversation of growth. Letting go of the need to win allows deeper interactions to flourish. As each person learns to listen, understanding follows, and relationships become more resilient. Ultimately, true communication reflects not mastery over another, but the ability to cherish one another's differences, turning potential conflicts into shared journeys.